He's thinking the same thing I am. What is this shit again? I mean, seriously? The white stuff has come back to visit. Luckily, it's only supposed to visit for a day. Morning. What is this morning? Tuesday. Let me look. It's Tuesday. I know that. And as you all know, I suck at dates. Tuesday, March 24th. Just got back from taking my parents' vehicle over to get inspected because they're 80, gonna be 88 years old, so obviously we don't want them out and about. But anyways, took it to a place called Rick's Tire. I don't remember which video it is. Back a ways, 4 or 5 videos, something like that. When I put the new tires on my truck, that's where I bought them. That's where we get our vehicles inspected, oil change, stuff like that. Was talking with them, so Zip and Tammy, if you're watching. Actually, Barb's vehicle needs an oil change, but her inspection also runs out in April, so we're gonna wait another week or so to bring that over. Because it's not like she's been driving it, going anywheres to, you know, so rack up the miles for the oil change. But, so that leads me to my next subject, my next rant, we'll call it. We'll call this Ranting with the Grumpy Farmer. Small businesses like theirs and other ones around, I mean, it's going to be tough for them to survive. Take a business like that, okay? If people aren't going out and traveling, they're not putting miles on their vehicles, therefore they don't need an oil change as often. You know, businesses like that rely on those kind of things. Restaurants, bars, stuff like that. We ordered takeout from a restaurant 10 miles or so away from here, I don't know, a week ago. They didn't have some of the stuff that, you know, we wanted to get. Reason they didn't have it is because they're not taking as much in delivery-wise, because they're not having people come into their restaurants, so why should they? I have a cousin, so Preston, if you're watching this, who drives for Sysco, which is a food delivery. Probably some of you will know Sysco. Anyways, deliveries that he's making. People, you know, they go to restaurants, bars. I don't know, Press, if you guys go to like convenience stores that have little eateries in them or not, but places aren't taking as much because people can't go in and use those places. So my question is, how many people are we going to kill from this because we're killing our economy across this country? Okay, here in the great state of New York, our wonderful governor, Uncle Andy Cuomo, I mean, I get it, we are the #1 state. We have the most cases, we've had the most deaths. We also have New York City, which is why. And this is gonna crush New York's economy, especially upstate New York, where there's all the small businesses, the self-employed people. I mean, I'm gonna, after this, go over and show you because somebody wanted to see the pile of logs before they left. Well, they're still here, so you'll get to see them, because there's probably 10,000 board foot worth of logs sitting on the landing on the side of the road over there that we're still hoping gets picked up here in the next few days before they're useless. It's crazy. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. Will the schools ever open again? And I go back to the fact that, like I said, almost 61 million people got H1N1 in 2009. 12,500 deaths, I think it was. You know, we're at that right now worldwide for this thing. I mean, China has showed no new cases, they say. Of course, I don't know if you can always believe China, but you know, they show their chart, they flattened out and are starting to go down the other way. China's, you know, opening back up for business. I don't know. What's the right answer? Do we continue to kill our economy? Look at our, you know, they talk about homeless population. How many more people are going to be homeless because of this? You know, we have 115 deaths, I think it is, here in New York State. 95% of them are in New York City. The other day in the news, they showed people running all around New York City, going to the parks and all that. So, hey, Governor, Uncle Andy, why don't you start bitching at the people in New York City instead of killing the upstate New York economy that you don't give a shit about anyhow. We know that. I'm in the middle of trying to do a land deal. I'm selling my muck property, so you'll never see a video like the one that started this whole channel again, down there at least. Selling it to my cousin. He's the one that had one of the excavators down there and the 2 quad tracks when we were getting the combine out and whatnot. You know, I spoke with the lawyer yesterday. He goes, well, we're working on it. We're trying to, you know, determine. They've laid off everyone in their lawyer's office. They're working from home, the lawyers are. You know, he said, we're trying to figure out if working with farming is essential or not, because New York State has sent out a list of, you know, essential businesses that can stay open and then non-essential. Well, agriculture's not even on the list. Oh, okay. So apparently we're neither essential or non-essential, I guess. I don't know. But then again, our governor doesn't give a shit, you know. So apparently people don't need to eat. You know, agriculture, you don't need agriculture. Why do we need agriculture? I mean, here it is, almost April 1st. Within the next 30 days, farming's going to begin, you know. Well, hopefully, as you'll see when I do show you the pile of logs. We got 4 inches of snow yesterday, which is still here. But it's supposed to go back into the upper 40s and 50s later this week. So I don't know what the right answer is. I mean, I get it, social distancing, you know, be smart, common sense, like I said in my last video, I think it was. You know, restaurants could open. If you got 30 tables in the restaurant, only let in enough people to sit in 15 of them, you know, so that they're all 6 foot away from each other or something. I don't know. I mean, I don't go to church every Sunday, but I do believe in God, and maybe this is God's way of population control. Hate me if you want for saying that. I don't know. But how many people, like I said, are we going to kill in the future because of absolutely crushing the economy in this country for this? When right now there's what did they show? 400 people, I think, so far that have died in the United States. You know, start getting these drugs that they think will work. Let's not make it 8 years before they can come on the market. Start pumping them into some people and trying it. Reality is, if they're going to die from this anyhow, why not give them something that might save them? It's like I was talking to the people over here at Rick's Tire there, Zip and Tammy, brother and sister. It's like anything we use, and you farmers know this, if a spray comes out, it takes 8 to 10 years for it to get through all the red tape bullshit before it can actually be okayed for us to use. You know, that's the problem in this country, the red tape bullshit. And then the government, with all their fighting right now over this $1.8 trillion rescue package that they're talking about. Yeah, because they're all trying to put their own little pet projects into this rescue package. So does that mean they really give a shit about you? It's mind-boggling. So I'm going to stop ranting. I'm going to go over and get a little video of the pile of logs for those of you who have asked. And then probably just put it out. So subscribe. Again, let's push the red word subscribe. And it kind of turns grayish. Give me the thumbs up, never the thumbs down. That means you like the video. Ring the bell. Got to remember that, Scruffy. And let's hope this coronavirus bullshit is over soon, because I think our government as a whole is showing how stupid they are when it comes to something like this. So, all right, we'll be back with the logs. All right, here they are. This is the first pile, which is all the, we'll call the good logs. The hard maples in there. Like you'll see these here when we talk about a small heart. Ooh, baby, is that ever a small heart? So they're still sitting here. This is the good pile, hard maples, a few cherries, some other things. And there's a pile down there, which is gonna be the mat logs. Which, if you remember my video of the combine disaster on the muck, that's what those are gonna get made into, those mats that we had the excavator sitting on. And we put underneath the track of the combine to get it out. 52 cents a foot, board foot for that. It's soft maple, crap wood, basically beech, that you wouldn't get anywhere near that for. So there it is, for those of you that wanted to see it. All that wood, still waiting to be picked up. All right, subscribe, like, see you in the next one.